Welcome to Cafecito with Irali. This is your host, Irali, and we're trying something new today. Sorry, guys, I had to pause for a little bit because I was grabbing my phone. But if you can see, you guys, we are trying video today. A ver si me sale bien, but we will see. We will see, you guys. But welcome to another episode. This is episode 11, and I am super excited to record this podcast, you guys, because it is obviously a new year. My microphone is not acting right. Sorry, guys. If you're on video, you're seeing this happen. But it's okay. I'm just gonna have to hold it like this. But yes, it's a new year, you guys, and I'm super excited for this new year. A ver cómo nos va, right? Sorry, that was a really long pause. But I am just getting to get the hang of this. I got a really nice comment this morning from one of my morning clients, and she was like, I was listening to your episode your episodes, and I was binge watching them, and you could tell that you're getting better and better by the episode, and thank you, because I feel the same way. I feel like when I first started, obviously you're not used to something, and then you start getting used to it, I guess. But yeah, you guys, we're just gonna get better. So thank you guys for those of you who have been listening from the beginning. And if you are new to my podcast, welcome. We are on episode 11, like I said, and I'm super excited. We're starting to grow, so don't forget to follow, like, share, comment wherever. We are currently on Spotify, and hopefully I post this video on YouTube. I think a visual representation of who I am is also very beneficial, and I feel like you guys would love it. You guys will be playing me at your guys' homes, at your work, wherever you guys can see this video on YouTube and hear this on Spotify. So I'm super excited, you guys. This is kind of the vibe, you know? This is the vibe. I have my little wood table over here with my candle going, and then just like a relaxing type of vibe. That's what I want to give. I want to be cozy, and hopefully for my future guests, I want it to be a cozy vibe. So, you know, somewhere where you could just chill and talk, comadrear. So I'm really excited, you guys. This is so fun for me. If you're seeing this on video, what's up? My name's Irali. I think I already said that, but I'm just so excited. Anyways, let's talk about our weekend. So during the weekend, we had a pretty relaxing weekend this weekend. What did we do Friday? I think we went... Ay, no, se me hace que sí fuimos a comer, I think, if I remember correctly. This whole weekend fuimos a comer. I did really bad on my diet, to be honest, but casi puras ensaladas, casi puras ensaladas, so it's not that bad, but still. Yeah, we went to my suegro's house because it was their 30th anniversary, or their 30th anniversary is coming up or something like that. So it was honestly pretty fun. I was super tired because we had just gone to I don't know if this was Saturday or Friday, I don't remember. But we went to the Iron Mountain hot springs, and I was super tired afterwards, and all I wanted to do was come home with my dogs. Hopefully the audio is good. My microphone's not doing so well today. Sorry, guys. I had to fix my microphone for a second. Hopefully, it keeps working. I need new mics, guys. So that'll be my next investment in the pod. Will be microphones. So that way you guys could hear me and my future guests a little clearer. But anyways, if you guys don't know what the Iron Mountains are, they're here in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, and it's super interesting, you guys, because a lot of people come from out of state or out of even the country to come to the Iron Mountain hot springs. There are these natural hot springs that have different minerals in them that can help with different health benefits. So one of them, so they built on, so they have their normal side, and then they have the World Springs, which is like something that new that they added. And the World Spring side has a cold plunge in it. They added like several new pods, and each pod is like a different country. So one of them two of them are shaped in a heart. One of them is in the World Springs area, and one of them is in the normal side. And they're obviously different temperatures. Each little pod is different temperatures, and there's a cold plunge, and we got in there, and oh man, my body was like in shock because the water is like as cold as the river, I bet. Because I don't know, it's super 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 cold, and I like couldn't even breathe in there. So you have to like think about regulating your breathing, and I really liked it. My muscles felt so good. And like I said, it has different minerals in there. And then there's this big one that's salt watered, and it's inspired by the Dead Sea or something like that. And it's supposed to rejuvenate skin cells and help with joint pain, and things like that. So that's where I'll be. Me and Eric actually got a year pass there to hopefully help us with our muscles and joints and things like that. So I'm all up for whatever health benefit these things have. So I'm really, really excited about that. And catch us at the Iron Mountain Hot Springs literally every day. So I'm really, really excited, you guys. And that's what we spent doing. I think it was Saturday and Sunday, now that I'm remembering correctly. But we also went to go see Wonka last night, and honestly, I loved it. I loved it so much. I love the story behind it. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it for you guys, but the meaning of the movie was super, super adorable. And it really, really inspired me to like keep going with my goals. And even if there comes things in your life that try to ruin it, or big situations that happen in your life, or people that don't want the best for you, or different things that come, negative things that come into your path, it like teaches you to like just keep going, keep dreaming, and keep going with your goals. Don't let anyone stop you. And so if you need motivation, I would definitely watch that movie. It's very like theatrical as well. So if you don't like singing in movies, I don't recommend it, but but it's not that bad. Timothy did a really, really good job. So, and then the Oompa Loompa was my favorite part. It was hilarious. There were parts in there that were really funny. And yeah, I really liked that movie. I really recommend it, you guys. So I am recommending it to the max. Sorry, I get lost in my thoughts sometimes because I'm like visualizing the movie in my head, and I'm like, but I don't want to ruin it for you guys, so I recommend you guys watch it. Hoy tengo mi agua. I don't have my cafecito right now because I already drank my coffee in the morning. A lo mejor ya despuesito de que coma mi lonche, I'll drink another coffee to get energy. But yes, I need a sip of my drink right now. Oh, yeah. This is my water. If you guys are seeing this in video, I carry this every day with me. It's been my water bottle for like a long time, and it's a gallon. It's over a gallon. It has my lipstick on it because I've been drinking out of it. Sorry guys, I had to burp. Sorry. But yeah, you guys, I have my gallon here, and it has like each hours or the hours of the day, and the first one's, it starts at 7 a.m. and it says good morning, and then it ends at 9 p.m. and it says you did it. So when I was working an office job, this was super, super helpful because you have it right there at your desk. You don't need to be walking around or making it an excuse that you don't have time to go fill up your water bottle. So if you have an office job, I really recommend you have a gallon water, so that way you can stay on track of your hydration and not find an excuse to not be hydrated, y'all. Sorry, I had to take a big chug because ya lo ocupaba. And it has like this rope where it makes it really easy to carry. So that's gonna be there out of the frame for now. Pero sí, some people don't like coffee, but you could be drinking your little tecito. There's a lot of good teas out there, or your water. So this is kind of a reminder to drink your water, ladies. All right, so this is my little pod notebook that I have here, and this is what I usually use to be a little organized with y'all, and just to see like my thoughts so I don't forget anything for you guys. So I have my little notebook here. All right, so another notice for you guys is that I actually created an Instagram for the podcast. Of course, it's called Cafecito with Irali Podcast. So if you guys want to go follow that, I'll be posting podcast stuff there. So don't forget to click the follow, like, and share, you guys. We will be doing some giveaways. So, stay tuned for that. And today's podcast is about New Year's resolutions and how to make the attainable goals and how to have a plan with those goals. Because most people that make New Year's resolutions are like, oh, quiero perder 50 libras, pero no tienen el plan. Entonces, this podcast, I really want to help those who make New Year's resolutions but don't really make plans or don't make attainable goals, things like that. And then I'll share kind of what my New Year's resolutions are and what plans I have to hopefully complete those goals. So I know that a lot of people's New Year's resolutions is to lose fat or to lose weight. And that is a great goal. Don't get me wrong. That is a great goal. However, think about how you're going to do that. So goals are completed by how you live day to day, right? So if last year you were eating a lot of sugar, or a lot of people have struggles with eating pan, eating bread, and don't get me wrong, I love bread. I love eating carbs. Like, it's my favorite. However, if your goal this year is to lose weight, and you're still eating that pan in the morning, it's like, you think you're really gonna get there with doing the same thing that you were last year? And the thing is that you have to be realistic, right? So if you're like really, really overweight and luego quieres empezar like cold turkey, some people can do it. I'm not saying that you can't. But you have to remind yourself that some things aren't as easy as you think. And yes, this is the second week already de enero, de January. And some people already are giving up on their goals, you know. This was me back in the day when I started to get into fitness. I would go super, super hard the first week of January, and then the second week I'm like, oh, I already completed a week of working out. I can get a break now, you know? But it doesn't work like that. Your body does not work like that, you guys. Your body will literally follow what you give it. So don't think about it too much. I would definitely recommend, this is how I started. So I have always been kind of like a heavy set girl. I've always weighed more than what you visually see. So I've never really thought about the weight, my weight. I've always taken a lot of pictures. If you follow me on my Thrive Fit Instagram, you guys will know how I am. But I take a lot of footage, a lot of pictures of my transformations, things like that. Because I've always kind of been heavier than normal. And I lost my train of thought. What the heck? Yirali, why do I do this? Why do I do this? Hang on. I'm trying not to lose you. My foot is going to sleep. Hold on, I need to move. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to move my position because my foot fell asleep. But what I was saying, so when I had a little bit more fat on my body, I really struggled with food. Working out was really easy for me. I definitely got into the gym. I definitely hit those squats, those lunges. I loved working out. I have always loved lifting. Lifting was not my problem, but eating was. I thought that eating very little and then during the day and then like having a big dinner was the secret to losing weight. And I honestly did not eat the best. I would binge a lot. I would eat, según yo, I was like on a diet, and then I would like binge on chips, or I would binge on, usually it would be like salty things. It wasn't really like sweet stuff. So I would always like binge eat because like my mental was like not there yet with food. But it takes time, you guys. It takes time. And what I'm saying is like, don't go cold turkey. And I mean, if you want to, you can, but I recommend you have a plan. So a good way to plan it is planning out your meals. So, that means meal prepping. So this is like what I recommend for you guys to do. Like, to be honest, if you don't meal prep, you're just gonna eat whatever. Porque llegas a la casa, you come home after work, después del trabajo, y comes lo que sea, and then you eat whatever, you know? You go into your cabinets, and then you eat whatever you want. You know, you have your cookies there, your chips, and then you start snacking on those while you're making food. And so I recommend before you start snacking on food, you have your food already there prepared for you, you know? And I personally do this for 2 people. So if I cook something, it'll probably last us like 3 to 4 days. And I usually cook 3 things in the meal prep. So it's like my protein, which is usually low-fat turkey. Right now, I'm in my low-fat turkey era right now. And then I'll cook brown rice, and it's like half a cup of brown rice in each Tupperware. And then I'll have my veggies. So I usually switch it up between asparagus, a lot of spinach. I love spinach. Bell peppers, green peas, broccoli, things like that. And if you switch it up like every 2 weeks or every week, you won't get tired of those foods. Obviously, you'll have to have like a day where you cheat because we're humans, and I mean, it's okay to like cheat on a meal. Just don't cheat on the day because that's when you'll feel really guilty. And what I do, I recommend starting healthy during each day. So in the morning, I'll have no carbs and practically no fats. I'll just eat like my proteins. So I usually have a lot of egg whites in the mornings, and that's how I start my day. If you know, you know, but I call it my Hulk pancake. I actually got it from this bodybuilder. Her name's Laura Lee Chapados, and she makes like a Hulk pancake. I'm sure she makes it a little different than I do, but I do this is like my little secret breakfast, okay? Maybe not secret because I tell everybody about this, but it's a cup of egg whites, 70 grams of blueberries. This is like my Hulk pancake 2.0. So the original Hulk pancake is 1 cup of egg whites, an ounce of spinach, a scoop of your protein powder, and then you blend it, and then it like makes the mix for the pancake, and then you make your pancake. But the 2.0 version, you do those ingredients, and then you add 70 grams of blueberries. And I've been loving it, you guys. I've been loving this breakfast. You get your greens, you get your proteins, boom, right in the morning. Y hasta te lo puedes llevar, like if you're in a rush and you don't have time to eat it at home, you can literally eat it on your way to work because it's like not messy. It's honestly, it's my favorite. And then you can buy a sugar-free syrup. And I got this new syrup that's like 5 calories per 2 tablespoons. And it's like 3 grams of carbs and no sugar, obviously. But it's delicious, guys. That's my favorite breakfast ever. I've been eating it literally every day. But that's my secret to starting your day off correctly. And then obviously with my cafecito every morning so I could wake up. I love my coffee in the mornings, you guys. Coffee is like my favorite thing. But I'm telling you guys that's why you guys have to have a plan for your diet. Because I've been getting a lot of like messages like, oh, I've been working out but nothing's happening. And it's like let me see what you're eating. Like, track your meals. What are you doing in your workouts? Are you binge eating like I was? Are you eating sugars that you think that don't have sugars? Like, you really got to think about these things, right? You really got to like, and I mean, this is why like having a trainer is a good idea, because they can make a plan for you. They can see what you've been eating, what you've been doing wrong. And this can only happen if you're honest with your trainer. So this is something that a lot of people need to work on, to be honest, because they won't be honest with you. They'll be like, oh, es que casi no como. And it's like, yeah, but when you do eat, you're eating tacos, you're eating tortas, you're eating, I don't know, chile colorado, you're eating like unhealthy, a burger, like fast food. It's like, like when you start your day not eating anything and then you eat a burger, your body's just going to soak those fats and carbs into your body, and there's no nutrition in that. So the nutrition is literally at zero and the fats and carbs at an all-time high. So your body's just storing all of those fats and all those carbs, and that's what it's using as nutrition. So your body's already overflowing of all those carbs and fats. So it's like your body's not getting any nutrition at all. So it's like, damn. And then you go home after work and just sit on your couch or just shower and sit on your bed or literally sit in your toilet taking a crap for 30 minutes, scrolling on your phone, not doing shit. It's like, then, like you could have been at the gym running or lifting for those hours while you're making excuses that you don't have time to go to the gym. So it's like your immune system is like not working because you woke up not eating breakfast. Then you say you don't eat, and then you eat and it's crappy food, and it's like then you're not doing anything other than working. And it's like your body's already used to working. So it's like it already has like a total calorie expenditure that I've explained before, that your body's already used to burning all these calories, but then you don't burn even more, and that's how you're gaining weight, because you're not burning even more calories, and you're consuming a lot more calories than you're burning, and that's why you're gaining a lot of weight. But yeah, if that's your New Year's resolution to lose weight, you guys, I definitely recommend you make a plan, a sustainable one, and you stick with it. Stick with it even if it's boring, because dieting is not fun all the time. It's not going to be exciting. And you just really, really need to get it into your mental that it's going to be a little boring, A big one is soda. So one of my goals for this year is to not drink soda, even Coke Zero, because it has caffeine in it. I know there's a caffeine-free one, but I like the original Coke Zero better. But mine's like 4 p.m. My cutoff time is 4 p.m. because I was struggling to fall asleep if like I ate a late dinner and I had like my Coke Zero. I was like literally struggling to fall asleep because I was drinking too much caffeine late at night, So I definitely recommend for you guys to switch to Coke Zero or whatever, Sprite Zero, Dr. Pepper Zero. There's just whatever soda ends with a zero. I would definitely switch to that if you're a soda person. But I definitely recommend that. And also, that's one of my goals for the new year, that, like I said, is to have a cutoff time for Coke Zero, and also sticking to my meal plans. Because, I have been recently, just this past weekend, I haven't. But, getting back on track, And another thing that I wanted to say is, like, don't be scared to restart, because like with this New Year's resolution thing, it's like if something doesn't work out for you, just keep trying, Think of a different plan. Think of a different attainable way to complete your goal, If your body is like suffering too much, it's like reevaluate your plan and, think of ways that you can make it work for you. So if something doesn't work for you, change it. And it's okay to restart. We're on our second week already of this New Year's. And, don't be afraid to change things up still, You don't need to wait for the New Year's to restart. I always restart, There was times last year where I didn't work out for a month. And you know what? I didn't punish myself for it. All right, you guys, I had to take a little break. But someone that I was listening to on a podcast, it wasn't his podcast, because he doesn't have one, but he was interviewed by this man named Andrew Hogginson. I don't remember his last name. But the guy he was interviewing was his name's David Goggins. So he's like a super inspirational man. He was like in the military. He graduated from Ranger School, and he was actually 300 pounds, you guys. He was 300 pounds. And he says that he like didn't even know how to read and write. He was like horrible at school and super bad at sports, obviously, because he was big. He grew up being abused and by his parents, and he didn't have a good childhood. And he just really inspired me of like the ways that he overcame his situation, you know, because no one has like a 100% good life, you know. And it's crazy that he like mentally was like, he looked at himself in the mirror and was like, damn, I'm big, you know, and I need to make changes in my life. If I'm gonna be this way, I'm just gonna kill myself because of how like obese he was, you know. And it's your mental has to like understand the change first, and then your body follows. Like, if you know, you guys. But you truly, truly have to believe in yourself that you're going to do these things, you know? And if you want to start by running on the treadmill, that is perfect. That's how I started. That's how a lot of people start, you guys. And then you get to visualize how people use maquinas, the machines at the gym. And then you realize, oh, I want to do this. First, I want to do this workout first. Then I want to do this one, you know? It's like, that's how you start learning. But if you guys listen to David Goggins, he's super, super inspirational. And yeah, let's look at some other things. Some other little, I guess, smaller things that I want to accomplish is, obviously some personal ones would be save money and learn how to invest it. So, you know, learning how to invest is definitely a big, big subject that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But I really, really want to learn more ways of investing your money, because I've been hearing a lot that like saving money is great, but investing your money is even better. So that's what I want to learn this year. And I want to read at least 12 books. Last year, I think I only read like 3. It was really bad. But this year, I want to read at least 12. And I am reading at least 10 pages a day to be able to attain that goal, you know. Like I said, you got to make a plan for your goals. And then my third one is organize those messy cabinets that are like full of miscellaneous things. That's one of my biggest goals, because you know we all have that drawer or cabinet in our house that we just like have little miscellaneous things in there, and I want to be more organized with it. I know it's kind of like a dumb goal, but that's one of my goals this year, is to get that going. And then I want to go more on dates with my mans. I feel like back in the day we were just going out with friends a lot, and you know, like we said in our past podcast, we learned that our internal family is what really, really matters, and definitely going more on dates. Like yesterday we went to go watch Wonka, like I said, and on Sunday we went to the pools, so it was honestly really, really much needed. So I'm definitely, that one's attainable, obviously. I really, really want to get a new car, so that's why I need y'all to share this video, so that way we can get there, fam. We can get there all together, right? All right. And then in my training, I definitely want more clients. I need to be marketing myself more. So I actually have online programs. So if your goal is to lose weight, I have online programs, and obviously I have in-person training as well. But I know all of you guys have different gym memberships, different things like that. So if you guys are struggling with a plan, a workout plan, a meal plan, I can help you guys with all of that. um Communication is key. So if you communicate with me, the better your results will be, um and then walking my doggies a little more. I know it's cold right now, but they don't mind. um Sorry, I was like looking out my window. I was like, is it snowing? But no, it's not. But walking my dogs at least 10 minutes. And another one of my goals is to be more thankful. So thank God for everything that happens around me, no matter what. Be more grateful, because life could really be worse. And then stay on my fitness, stay on my meals. And again, I make a plan for that every single day, you guys. I start it in the morning. Always start in the morning. And then drink a gallon of water at least every day. So those are my personal goals to hopefully attain this year. And obviously within each little goal, there's different minuscule goals within that. So it's like you could figure that out on your own, but I would definitely recommend you journal your goals, so that way you could see. So something that I do during every day is look at my goals physically. So ways that you can do it is by having like a visual board. That's like a big piece of paper that you could get like at Walmart or the dollar store or whatever. And you could cut out like images from different magazines, or you could draw them or paint them on there, or whatever it is that you want to do on that board. You could pin them on there, and it could be whatever you want. So if it's like lose 50 pounds, you write on there lose 50 pounds. Or if you want, like me, that I want to walk my dogs more, like print out a picture of my dogs on there and then put walk more, or however you want to visualize your goals. But it's like a good like mental reminder that you can put in your bedroom or wherever you go in, whatever room you go into daily, so you guys could see your goals every day. Like my plan is to compete in a bikini show this year. So like on my mirror in my bathroom, I write with like an expo marker, and I write the date of my show, how many days I have left, how many weeks I have left, and then when I started like my plan, so that way I could see it every day. Y si se me antoja algo, I visualize it in my head, and it's like, oh, I have this goal, I have this goal, I have this goal, so I don't mess it up, so like I remember like, oh, you're doing this because of this, Irali, so you could visualize it and plan it out in your head, and really really like manifest your goals, and really say like, I will do this. And then another good way to come up with these goals or be motivated or whatever is to write a letter to your future self. This is something I got on the Say It More podcast by, again, Laura Lee Chapados and her friend Phoebe. They're both bodybuilders, but something that Phoebe said was that she wrote a letter to her future self. She dated it for December of 2024. So she wrote it, I think the last days of December or the beginnings of January. But she wrote a letter to herself, kind of like manifesting her life of what she visualizes it to be during that time. And she like really recommended to like sit down with yourself and really, really like invest your time into this letter and to really like visualize your dream of what it would be at that time. So that's something I want to do this week, is make that letter to myself. Something cool that I want to share with you guys is that I've actually done this before. Is because I journal, like whenever like I'm really, really struggling, I journal and I write my feelings down, and it kind of like helps me like relieve those bad energies like on those pages, and then it like makes me like feel a lot better. But one journal entry that I wrote in 2018 was, me and Eric were in the moving process of moving out of my parents' house back in the day, which we've talked about this before in an earlier podcast. But so in 2018, I wrote down that I really like wanted to buy a house, and that my future self was going to buy a house. And then in 2021, we ended up buying a house. And when I was putting my journals and stuff in my office, I saw that journal entry and I was like, what the heck? Like, this actually came true, you guys. Like, it came true, and I was like, what? You know, like, I was like so in shock, because like when I was writing it down and I was feeling it, but I was like, no, like, nunca va a pasar. Like, this is like me owning a house. Like, I thought it was like so out of reach, you know, but it wasn't. Me and Eric got our house. So like, I feel like writing this letter would totally, totally be so cool. So yes, those are ways that you could, you know, visualize your goals, really feel them, and really come up with a plan to like succeed, you know. Another one of my goals is to get better at golf. So that's definitely by like researching, you know, how to hit a ball. But like Tiger Woods said, the only way to get better is to go out there and go out to the range and hit those damn balls, you know, hit them. And then again, don't be scared to restart, you guys. Don't be scared. We're already 42 minutes in this podcast. And I'm really excited to see where this podcast goes, you guys. Don't forget to follow, like, share. You know, we're only going to get better. So, you know, I'm like, I don't know why I take these like long pauses, but a veces no sé qué decir, okay? But if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. And then if you're listening to this on Spotify, I hope you guys liked today's episode and are listening with all intention, you know, all good intentions. But thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. I really, really enjoy recording these for you guys, and you know, I really like your guys' feedback. You know, all your guys' messages are so sweet, and thank you guys for listening and sending me things that uplift me, you know, because I share my inner deep feelings with you guys all the time. So thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. And again, don't forget to follow Cafecito with Irali on Instagram, on Spotify, and on YouTube, you guys. And again, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode and listening to today's episode. And yeah, peace out.